Sorry to interrupt. I know you've got a lot on your plate, but if you get a moment, I sent you something through the pneumotubes. Think of it as a personal project. It's not urgent. Thank you. I won't waste your time, I promise. I just would like to put a suspicion to rest. A while ago, I found out about something Oppie had been working on. She told me she was trying to map out or at least track unreachable areas within the zone. The instability constantly scrambles the landscape, so the method to even map destabilized areas has to be dynamic to stay accurate. Her working theory was that if you could trace the physical matter itself, you could determine a stable layout and a path to it. I don't know what state her prototype is in now. I don't think she ever got it working. But I think I have my own working theory. I know there's a lot happening, so I'll save the details for later. But if you could just help me out, it'd mean a lot to me. You have to understand, Oppie would never work with anyone on this, let alone me. And I just have a hunch. Look around for the machine. She called it the Zeti system. Huh? She keeps everything, so it has to be somewhere in that garage. Probably. When you find it, go on and install the hardware I sent you. That should get it up and running, and that should connect me. No wonder Oppie abandoned this. The source of this data is quite old, but with my additions, it does seem to have updated the locations when you booted it up. This isn't the kind of map Oppie talked about wanting to make, but I think we can make this work to track a specific location despite the instability. This will be similar to planning a route, but it might be a challenge driver. I'm really not sure what to expect.
She told me where to go. She said she wouldn't marry, but she'll be mine until hell freezes over. I bide my time. She told me where to go. She told me where to go. So I look for chaos and I look for shame. When the world is ending, it will be mine. She told me where to go. She told me where to go. So I do not hurry and I do not run. I don't waste no effort. Always go to love. She told me where to go. She told me where to go.
Cold, cold brick wall, make my bed upon the floor. I know you got my key, and you keep me here eternally. My cigarettes will burn.
He walked around with his girl on his arm. Getting paid till he's gone from the farm. In the big city lives the Bonnie and Clyde. Turn the tricks of the devil and the dollar sign. Tricks of the devil and the dollar sign.
Holy moly, holy moly! You kidding me right now? Oh, you saw it too, didn't you? Tell me you saw it too.
Saw what?
What do you mean, what? Hallucinations, like the ones from 1961. It happened again, just a quick blip, like blinking your... Wait, you didn't see it?
I was in a total blackout. Colossal Cappy fried my systems.
Right? Because sending the driver headfirst into Cappy didn't work out like you said it would. Big surprise.
Spare me, Francis. The driver's alive and your remnants verified. Isn't that all you wanted? Now, why are you two yapping about the mass hallucination?
When Cappy amplified the remnant signal. It triggered another hallucination event, but it only lasted 3 seconds this time. And not only that, we picked up that its source was northwest of us, specifically...
Yeah, somewhere in the deep zone.
That's impossible. It's been
40 years.
And that's not all. This hallucination wave that triggered, we picked up its waveform. And it turns out it's equal and opposite to the remnant's waveform. They're paired signals. It means they're related. And what's more, if we bring that car to whatever this mass hallucination source is, we have a chance of nullifying the remnant and breaking its bond with the driver. A simple destructive interference.
This is insane! After all this time, we find a remnant, lead on the mass hallucinations of 61, and a possible way to free the driver? Pinch me, Francis, because this is the best thing that's happened in decades. Just when things were getting dull.
the remnants. Was key to the mass hallucination. This whole time.
Yes, and you nearly destroyed it.
I need to go.
This is huge, Francis. We have so much work to do.
I know. I've already pulled every report on the mass hallucination event. Driver, listen, you stay safe out there. We'll report back to you once we've gone through all of this data. There's a lot of it.
And be careful. Oppie's not in her right mind, okay? So, watch yourself.
An apology. I screwed up. I nearly got you killed. The things I used to calculate as easily as turning a screwdriver, they're foggy now. The numbers don't work themselves out like they used to. I haven't been myself for a long time, but I haven't needed to be. It's been me and this cursed place I created and nothing else for decades. But now, knowing that whatever caused the mass hallucination is still out there, I need to know what it is and why the remnants are connected to it. Francis was right about the remnant and the mass hallucination's paired signals. If we can get them together, maybe they'll cancel each other out and you'll be free. It's a shaky theory at best, but it's the only lead we've got for now. You can do nothing, twiddle your thumbs until that remnant drives you mad. Or, if you're willing to work with me, I'll give you the best chance to survive this thing. Think it through. And fix up your car while you're doing it. You'll need to for whatever you decide from here. If you're ready to do this with me, here's a spot of good news. We aren't completely helpless when it comes to the instability. Back when the zone was active, we built ways to get where we needed to go. I need you to head back towards Sierra. But don't worry, I won't make you jump into Cappy again. When you're feeling up for it, take the route back to Sierra. I'll tell you what's next once you're there. The mass hallucination. I can't believe it happened again. I can't believe I missed it. There's a whole lot standing between where we are and the deep zone. Like another wall, and the entire mid-zone for starters. It's not as simple as driving there. We can't control the instability any more than we can control the weather. At the height of LIM R&D, thousands of us lived and worked here in the zone. So we built LIM stabilizers to make certain sectors and roads a little more predictable than others. It was the only way we could operate as a live research compound despite the instability. And yes, the same technology that destabilized the landscape in the first place. LIM technology was always a double-edged sword from the beginning. We're going to put those stabilizers to work and clear you a path. The old observation towers surrounding Sierra ought to have a map of the stabilizers in that sector. Mind swinging by and finding one? Towers are locked up tight, but you could tighten up security protocols all day only for one disgruntled employee to program in his name for fun and mess it all up. Anyway, the overload code is 4735. Find that stabilizer map and scan it for me.
Oh boy. I was assigned to clean these towers out every time the guards rotated.
And things I saw. Let's just say that keeping a watch on Sierra day in and day out did not make for a good time. I didn't envy those guards one bit.
the available routes near you. There you go. Found 3 sector stabilizers that'll do the job. They're not too far, so I've added the location to your route. The access road will lead you straight there once you're ready.